Back in February, we first brought you the story of Furquan Stafford, a man who just might be Georgia State's #1 fan. The proposed revival of the campus carry bill, as well as a new bill that will deal with how sexual assault crimes are reported at Georgia universities, has left many students concerned about their safety. A popular gas station for students is being shut down and remodeled as part of a new student housing project. To better understand this issue, we interviewed 4 students to get a first-hand look on what it's like to be an Asian student at Georgia State. A police officer's job is to serve and protect, to be an answer to the injustice that goes on in his or her community. However, for some people, the police are often seen as the very perpetrators of the same injustices that they're supposed to fight against. Well, it's all over. After a long and hard-fought election cycle, America has finally chosen its next president. After yet another incident of gun violence occurring on campus, Georgia State President Mark Becker has decided to make some changes in the school's police force. Last night, Panther Report was at the Capitol for Sine Die, the final day of legislation for many Georgia State bills.
It's very fun just to come see all the stuff that happens in the Capitol.
While many bills were up for legislation, including the campus carry bill, one bill that seemed to be on a lot of people's minds was House Bill 515, which dealt with redistricting in Georgia.
Because the Republicans are in power this session, whoever is in power, they will try to draw the line so that the next voting cycle will be in their favor.
We feel like that's, all about race, and it would hurt more than help.
We were not able to interview Governor Nathan Deal, and he would not take questions from reporters about any of the proposed bills.
Let's don't talk about legislation. We haven't finished the session.
Matthew C. Kroll, Douglas County solicitor and Georgia State alum, had this to say about student involvement in local politics.
It's kind of like what John F. Kennedy said, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. You're never going to change the political process, you're never going to change your community until you get involved.
This is Jordan Dunlap for Panther Report. Could the next Bill Gates be coming right out of Georgia State? Student Incubator, launched GSU, just might make that happen. Although only being around for a short period of time, Launch GSU already has several success stories. Erica Bracey, manager of Launch GSU and mother of starting kicker Brandon Wright, talks about one of those success stories.
When I started managing the space, there were already several companies that existed, but I am pleased to announce that one of my student companies just announced that right before Christmas, he picked up his first contract.
Launch GSU had its grand opening on February 21st and still seeks to make more success stories. Located on 58 Edgewood, Launch GSU has several rooms dedicated to encouraging budding entrepreneurs.
Our mantra here is a culture of can do. No one said it's ever going to be easy, but you can do it and we can help.
One of the ways they try to help students through events like Design Thinking, an event designed to teach students how to use critical thinking to help them with their businesses.
I run a business on the side, so I'm definitely going to try to use what I learned today to use that for my business.
I spoke with Raquel Butler, a member of Launch GSU, to ask how this event inspired her.
It inspires me to build on this now. I need this.
Well, this video news thing don't work out. Who knows? I might try to start my own business. What you think, Adonis?
Maybe. I don't see why not.
All right, well, reporting from Launch GSU, this is Jordan Dunlap with Panther Report. This gas station behind me was once a popular spot for Georgia State students. Now that it's being torn down, students tell me what they will miss about it and what they hope to see when it is reopened.
For the 3 years I've been here, everybody loves the Shell. So, everybody's going to miss its convenience.
Demolition is now underway for the Shell gas station on John Wesley Dobbs Avenue. The Shell's demolition is part of a plan to build a new student housing unit called 120 Piedmont, which will also bring about a remodeled Shell gas station. As it awaited demolition, the gas station that was once full of customers became little more than a parking lot before it was fenced. I spoke with students who told me their favorite memories of the Shell.
Freshman year, when I first got here, after a party, it was like after the party, everybody went across the street.
Honestly, the same song that they had on loop every time I went in there. That was one of my favorite memories.
Not everyone had positive memories.
I don't really think I had any positive memories because it was always kind of crunk at night and it's kind of, a little rough sometimes.
Students also told me what they would like to see when the Shells reopen.
I want to see an ATM that won't charge me that extra $3.
Maybe kind of like QT type stuff. Like, I guess QT had like hot dogs and slushies and those type of things. They have really decent food for a gas food place. So stuff like that would be nice.
Despite its flaws, students tell me that Shell will always have a special place in their hearts.
It's been really clutch. It's always been there. I know their prices are overpriced, but it was like, it was Shell, it was home.
For Panther Report, I'm Jordan Dunlap.